What's up, everybody? It is Danny again from the Flaming Meeple, new and improved. Trying to get caught up on all the videos that I am behind on, and I figured I would start with something small. This is something I got on Kickstarter from Postcard Games. It's called Postcard Dungeons. So Postcard Dungeons is a tiny game, obviously. It's, in an envelope, size of a postcard. And everything I'm reading is from their Kickstarter page because, as you can tell, I have not opened it yet. It kind of is one of those that I backed it and then completely forgot about it. Then it showed up. So, got to read up on it again. But Postcard Dungeons is a tiny game. It's relatively short, and it's great for groups filling time while waiting for someone else to show up. So, usual play groups like 6, 7 people. You've got 2 or 3 of you here. You can play this. It's a nice option outside of Magic or Flux and some other games, other card games. The board represents 3 deadly dungeons, each one more challenging than the one before it. On a player's turn, they choose one of the dungeons to explore and randomly determine its contents by rolling 3 dice in order. Then they choose their party of heroes by rolling 3 dice and choosing a thief, a warrior, and a wizard. Depending on the choices they make, they may gain a treasure that has magical abilities that will help them in later dungeon exploration, or gain them the riches they need to win the game. The game can be played by 2 to 6 players, is great for casual play, and lasts about 30 to 45 minutes. Solo play is also possible if you want to try and beat your personal best score. Postcard Dungeons requires 7 6-sided dice and some tokens in order to play it. And obviously, because as thin as the package is, it does not include dice. So let's get this ripped open and see what it looks like. I know the Kickstarter had print and play on there, and out of all the things I've backed, I've never taken advantage of the print and play option. I kind of just back it and I hope for the best, which is, not smart. Not the wisest move. So let's get this set up. Here is our dungeon. These are our treasures. And here we've got our dungeon icon. So, defend. This dungeon die is defending a dungeon die in another room. In this case, monsters. Rotate the dungeon die in the room below monsters an 8th turn to show it is defended. Stun. This dungeon die will stun the hero die shown. In this case, the warrior. Move the targeted hero die down slightly below its square to show it's stunned. Once a stun or defend dungeon die is defeated, return the targeted die to its original state. And so those 2 are automatically in effect. Next ones are attacks and do not take effect until their turn comes up. So your standard attack will attack a hero die if it can. It will test the next hero die in turn order, then move to the right, cycling around the thief and continuing. Once it attacks and defeats a hero, it stops. Instant kill attack will attack and defeat the icon of the hero die shown, in this case the thief. It automatically defeats the targeted hero die regardless of either of their respective values. Now your treasure icons, we've got attack bonus, which adds 2 to the attack value. Magical Hireling. And you'll roll 4 dice and choose 3 when assigning the hero dice. This hireling is never lost, but no player may have more than 1. Defended. Can't be targeted by attacks, even instant kill attacks, but can still be stunned. Foresight. Reroll all of the dice, and the second result must be kept. The Thieving Imp. Steal a treasure from another player. Put their player token on this spot and put your player token on the spot where the player was. May only be used once per game. Haste. The hero is hasted and their attack comes 1 turn earlier than normal. Here the wizard is hasted and would attack 5th before monsters, and monsters would go last. And victory points, whoever has the most of these wins the game. And so your order of play is you choose your dungeon, populate the dungeon. If the dungeon die is defending another die, rotate the defended die in 8th turn. Roll 3 hero dice and choose only 1 die for each hero. For any stunned hero dice, move that hero die down below its square to show it's stunned. Resolve attacks and capture treasure. After each player has had 3 adventures, the game is over. Whoever has the most gems worth of treasures is the winner. In case of a tie, the player with the treasure worth the most victory points in the most dangerous dungeon wins. Ooh, and then we've got our mega dungeon, which I believe was a stretch goal for the Kickstarter. And so new icons for this board are the Staff of Power. This treasure allows your wizard to attack dungeon dice that are defended. And the Genie. When captured, place your treasure token on any unclaimed treasure space and place another token on the Genie. May only be used once per game, may not be stolen or reused by the Imp. That is what the new dungeon looks like. Then we've got our co-op dungeon. Which has some slightly expanded rules. And some things that are different is it has a destroyed treasure, a dungeon empowered. And so destroyed treasure, when a darkness token is activated or placed on the space, the current player must choose and activate. Oh, they've got a spelling error there. Oh no, never mind. Choose an active, because I can't read. Just because I rebranded does not mean you get any more professionalism. It is the same low quality professionalism as in my previous videos. You're welcome. When a darkness token is activated or placed on this space, the current player must choose an active treasure token, if available, and remove it from the board. Relics are immune to this. And Dungeon Empowered is if there is an active darkness token in this space, the shown dungeon die, sorcery in this case, is increased by 1. After it is moved into the dungeon room, this occurs in all dungeons, including the Dark Tower. This can't raise a dungeon die above 6. And then we've got ×2 treasure use as a new icon. And then some base game treasures work differently. So Magic Hireling, Thieving Imp, both operate differently. So I'll just leave that up here for you to be able to read. And then winning or losing. If 2 darkness spaces have active darkness tokens on them, the players immediately lose. If 2 relic spaces have treasure tokens on them, the players immediately win. And so your suggested difficulty levels are Perrin, Arneson, and Gygax. They're There we go. And then here we've got our heroes. And then just a Master Delver's reference. So basically just your, Master Rules reference if you're running the game. I don't think I mentioned this already. Sorry about the lighting in here. I am in the family room. Basement is currently under construction. So I'm doing the basement renovation to cover up the wood paneling down there. And so I'm spackling that and sanding and painting it. So once that is done, then I'll be back down there recording once again. In the meantime, I'm just using the good old coffee table in the family room. But yeah, that is everything that came in Postcard Dungeons. I'll put the link in the description below, and also have some more in-depth information on the game posted in the description below as well. And just stay tuned because there will be a single-player playthrough of this, just like I did for Expedition and the horror expansion. And so that'll be coming up in the next day or two. And trying to get caught up on the other videos. I've got Island of El Dorado to do an unboxing on that came in from Kickstarter. I've got something that I ordered from I think Meeple Madness or Cool Stuff or something like that. I don't remember. They were having a sale. It was 75% off, and I don't even remember what it was at this point. But it's a big box. It's in my garage. So that'll be coming in, getting unboxed, and see what's in there. And I've got some more stuff on Kickstarter that should be coming in the next couple of months, and there's stuff that's ending the next month or so, and some new projects that are coming up that I'll definitely come back on and talk to everybody about. So thanks for watching. If you're not a subscriber yet, don't forget to like and subscribe the video, and you will be hearing from me again soon.